This video may appeal to only, I don't know, like 3 or 4 people. That's okay. Welcome to the small scape. Yes, I am creating this video knowing that it may appeal to very few people, but that's okay. Sometimes I will purposely do a video that I know may not do that well because this is meant for one single person. I'm thinking at least out there's gonna be one person that this video resonates with, that has to be somewhat like me, who can benefit from a scaping sabbatical. You can also use these tips if you don't have, which I am also in that same situation, and that is why I am in a scaping sabbatical right now, because I am waiting to totally redo this studio space. It will be completely different, and I have to wait to do any kind of aquascaping because there is literally nowhere to put it. All areas in the living room and really everywhere in the garage, but it's filled with empty tanks that are waiting to go out as we redo the fish room. But with that said, I hope these tips help you out in why in heaven's name would you want to take a scaping sabbatical. First off, summer I think is the perfect time to take a scaping sabbatical, and just say purposely I am not going to aquascape anything. I'm not going to get new fish. I am not going to set up anything or plan on setting a new aquascape. Just for me, and probably for most of you, you're not in the house a lot in the summer, you're outside. And then you plan on getting a whole lot of ideas. I'm going to give you a few tips in a little bit. And then in the fall, I think is the perfect time to restart all of your scaping. I mean, if you think about it, lots of videos in the design world and the outdoor gardening world. It's gonna be huge for fall front door, fall patio, fall all this, because everybody's being encouraged to go back in the house. It's okay. We're gonna go back in the house because the days are shorter, it gets colder outside, more fun things to do inside, like football, all that good stuff. But summer is the perfect time to take this sabbatical. And to do a sabbatical, I think it's really, really awesome, because then there's no pressure, there's no rush. If you want to get some ideas, there's really no rush. You don't have to say, well, I gotta hurry up and get a good idea, I gotta get the supplies, and I gotta make this aquascape really fast. I tend to do that. If I have maybe a weekend day, you're gonna maybe have less time in the summer to allocate to doing a really cool aquascape. And it's way better to aquascape when you are not pressured and you're not rushed. So save it a little bit for the fall and enjoy your time off now. Oh, and speaking of summer being a great time to take your scaping sabbatical and coming back strong in the fall, at the end, I'll probably put this at the end, but there is a major kind of epiphany that's come to me that is going to be very huge on this channel coming up in the fall. Now, 3 things to keep in mind would be, first of all, when you're taking this sabbatical, focus on what you like. Throughout your time off from scaping, look at maybe pictures you've taken. You can look, if you've gone to Aquashella, look at pictures there, look at videos. I like to sketch sometimes, some ideas, and I just leave them. I'm not gonna sketch it and have to do it right away. I just leave sketches. If you're into Pinterest, pin a whole bunch of pictures that you like and gather all your photographs, and however you want to organize them. If you're on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, gather all of your inspiration ideas and find out what exactly you like. And this would be a great time to kind of gear up to doing your bucket lists aquascapes. There's always ones that you're like, oh, I've always liked that one. Now is a great time. Plan it. The more time you have to plan it, the better it'll, and the easier maybe it'll go for you. And then just all your favorites. Do you have a favorite kind of driftwood or plants or just style of aquascape? Now's your time to figure out what are your favorites. Now the second thing that you can focus on when you're on your sabbatical is, what do you have? So not only what do you like, but what do you have? And I am terrible with this because I am a collector, aka hoarder, especially when it comes to aquascaping supplies. In the past, it's worked out fine. I didn't really give it much thought. If I saw a really cool piece of driftwood or some cool rocks, I'd get them because I wanted them ready for when I was going to do an aquascape. Now I have so much in the garage that I can't get to it. It's really badly organized. And I have doubles of things. Have you ever done that? You say, oh, I have to get that duct tape because I don't have any. And then when you finally organize your closet or something, you're like, I have 5 rolls of duct tape. Wow. Well, I do that a lot with pretty much everything. So I personally work better at organizing, highly organizing my stuff, because I watch The Minimal Mom sometimes, and she brought up the best point, that one of the things that best tips that I've ever heard is, whatever you bring in your house, that's inventory. You have to now manage that inventory. So if you bring in 5 boxes of cereal, or new furniture, or clothes, you now have to manage that, and it's extra work. So the less that I have, and that includes like all this stuff that you don't see, you should be grateful that you don't see all this stuff that I'm literally looking around at. It bugs me. I'm constantly looking at stuff, and I can't focus on what do I want to create in the future, because I'm all looking at like half projects and stuff I haven't used, and I'm just way better at having less. And if I purchase something, I want to use it right away. Otherwise, it may not be best for me to have it. So it's a perfect time. Figure out what you have and organize what you have. Get rid of what you don't like. I have now realized that there are certain rocks that I have out there I don't like, because I can't figure out how to aquascape with them. Maybe I don't have enough. Nothing speaks to me. Zebra rock. I've used it in the past. It was fun. Been there, done that. Now it's time to move it along. Somebody else might be like, yeah, that's really cool. I want to use that. Okay, but now I know I don't need that. So it's a fun time to organize what you have and get rid of what you don't want to have anymore. And last, you can also figure out what is your style. After you figure out what you like and what you have, you may very easily figure out what your style is. What are the materials that you really like to have on hand? Do you like a particular kind of rock? Do you like different color schemes? Do you rely heavily on rock or driftwood, or do you like plants really being the main focal point? You'll figure that out probably pretty quickly, especially if you are in Pinterest and you pin a lot of pictures. If you just kind of scroll through them, probably there will be like 2 or 3 different styles that really speak to you. Try and figure out what they have in common. If you have multiple pictures, or if you sketch your design, which I do sometimes, before I do it, what kind of stands out? Figure out the similarities between all these, and then that can help you with your style, which I think is very, very helpful when you're going to aquascape, because it'll make things easier once you know the style that speaks to you, and then you can more easily replicate it, and it'll be more fun to scape and not stressful. And now what I alluded to in the beginning, ever since I started this channel, there are scapes that I wanted to, I just wanted to do right at the get-go. Never did. They're just still sitting in the back of my brain, and even some half of them done here and there. But I do feel that paludariums are highly underutilized. I hope to give you some really fun ideas. At least I'll show you what I'm up to, and then maybe that'll kind of encourage you and inspire you to do some fun, different things with paludariums in your own home. But I'm curious to see if does this resonate with any of you, and do you ever take like any kind of a creative sabbatical with pretty much whatever you do? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.